Hello everyone. For today's lesson, we are going to keep learning about texture and the different ways that we use it in art. So today we're going to go on a little scavenger hunt around our home to find things with different textures that we can put under our work, and if we rub on top, it will actually pick up the texture. Like you can see here, I got all those little dots from using my rug. So you're going to need a piece of paper, and a crayon works best for this, a crayon or a pencil. I wouldn't recommend using a marker for this. So we're going to do the test here with our fingers. And you really want to use your touch and your ears here. And if we can hear kind of the different sounds when you run your fingernails over it, that's a good sign that it'll work to make the marks on the paper. So you're going to rub over it, over a section with the crayon, and then I recommend writing where it was so you don't forget. So let's do the test. This one works. And when you're doing this, make sure not to wiggle your paper over it too much. So I'm just going around my home and finding different items that have different textures. We're really looking for hard textures here. Like if you have something that's soft, like you'll see in a moment, it won't work too well. So we're looking for, let's try this. This is a nice texture, but do I hear anything? Nope. It's too soft and it doesn't make noise, so it won't show up on my paper. Let's try this. Feels hard and it makes noise when I run my fingernails on it, so it works. We move those things. Ooh, this makes an interesting texture. Lots of little dots. Let's try another one. It's hard and I can hear the sound, so let's try it. This one didn't work out so well for me, even though it passed my test. So there are some that just might not work, and that's why we're practicing on this piece of paper to see which one we like the best. All right, looks hard. Let's touch. Oh, wow, big sound on this one. Let's see what the texture looks like. Wow. Lots of long, thick lines there. So that's the one I'm choosing, the speaker. So now we can go into our project. So you are going to draw an animal with scales or a kind of texture. If you find a different texture that works for you and you want to draw a different animal, you can totally do it. I'm going to use the one with all of those little circles because it reminded me of snake skin. So here right now I'm drawing on my paper a very large snake. So if you're going to draw a snake the same as me, you can follow along here and try to do it kind of stroke for stroke as I'm doing, because I'm showing you an easy way to fit that snake in the paper here. It can be a little tricky with drawing the lines on the inside and the outside. So if you do the snake, just try to follow along. So make sure we get a really big one, because we're going to fill it up with that texture we did earlier. So once you've got that there, we're going to do the head. You do 2 lines out and then 2 lines in, but don't make them touch yet. And then connect them with another line. And then I'm going to draw this snake with its tongue sticking out. And snakes have such interesting tongues. They turn into two at the end. They split. So I'm going to make sure that I add my split there. So I already picked out some different colors for me to use. And I'm going to make some stripes in my snake. So I'm just going to move it on top of the object that I picked, and I'm going to start rubbing just like I did on my first piece of paper. But this time, if you have different colors, you can use them. So you can start to see, wow, the magic starts happening. The paper picks up the texture under it. And since I'm just doing it in the one part instead of all over on the paper, it just goes right on where I pressed too hard here. My crayon broke. Be careful with your muscles. Don't press too hard. It just goes right on here. So it adds this texture to my snake. If I were to try to draw this texture in with those tiny, little circles, oh my goodness, my hand would hurt so much. I could do it, but this is a much easier way to add texture to something. All right, so once I've got it, I'm going to give you a close-up here. Wow, you can see all the different texture on my snake. It looks so much more realistic this time. Now I'm going to add some eyes. Snakes' eyes are kind of on the side of their head, not like us who have it in the middle. I'm going to add their little nose as well. And then this is optional. I just wanted to go around my snake with a black crayon and make the colors pop. I'm going to ask in the exit ticket if you decide to fill it out. Remember what colors I'm using. These are the warm colors. You can use any colors though. So yeah, this is the final product. If you upload a picture, just your animal is fine. Good luck, and I can't wait to see what you make. Bye.